Good evening, brothers and sisters. In this video, I'm going to be honest with you about something that took me quite a while to embrace, to accept, but once I did, it changed my life for the better. And I'm probably guessing only a few people will relate, and there's probably going to be a lot of people who disagree with me. And if you are one of the people that disagree with me, that's cool. I respect your opinion. Please respect my opinion. And that's kind of how we show respect to each other. So when it comes to my mental health, I have schizophrenia. I talk about it in a lot of videos. It's one of the common themes in my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, that I talk about my mental health. And it was funny because someone DM'd me this evening and they were talking about labels such as crazy and insane and cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and, you have a couple screws loose. And they were talking about these labels that schizophrenics are usually called. And for me, I embrace that. Yes, I am crazy. Yes, I am insane. Yes, I have a couple screws loose. Yes, I am not like most people. I am different than most people because I see things that you don't. I hear things that you don't. And my reality is very much different from yours. And in the past, I would have said, oh no, I'm not crazy, I'm not insane, I'm just sick, I have an illness, I have a disorder. But now, I don't care what people think. I don't care about the labels people use. Because the honest to God truth is, yes, schizophrenics, they're a bit crazy. They're a bit insane. They're a bit not normal. They're a bit irregular. And I don't mean that in a way that I'm slamming you, making fun of you, mocking you. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not putting you down. Rather, I'm speaking facts, speaking truth that schizophrenics are not like most people. The things we experience on a day-to-day basis is irregular. It's odd. It's strange. And so for me, when I think of the word crazy, when I think of the word insane, I think of the fact that it describes for me that I experience things that other people don't experience. When it comes to hearing, seeing, feeling, touching, when it comes to the five senses, my five senses work differently than most people. And so, at the end of the day, guys, I am fucking insane, I'm fucking crazy, I am not normal, and that's something I embrace. That's something that I actually feel quite proud of saying, that I am proud of standing out. I'm proud to be different. I'm proud to be that black sheep of the family. I'm proud to not be like everyone else. I'm proud not to be a sheep following other sheep. And so if people ask, Christian brothers and sisters will always tell me, oh, you're not sick, you don't have an illness, you're not schizophrenic, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck off. Like, I respectfully disagree with you. I am very much different than you. And my therapist, my psychiatrist, my doctors, my medical professionals, my care team very much would be honest, and they would say, yeah, Stephen is different than most quote-unquote normal people who maybe struggle with a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of depression, but they don't have a actual, serious diagnosis like some of us. But this is just my opinion, guys. This is what I believe. That for me, it was important for me to accept that, yes, Stephen, you are not normal. You're odd. You're a bit different. And there's going to be people who look at me and see that I'm odd in a bad way. They're going to be like, well, he's not normal. He says things out of context. He says random shit. He says things that don't make sense. He probably sees things that are crazy. And for me, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to reject the truth. And I honestly wish more schizophrenics would embrace the odd, the mysterious, the crazy, embrace that shit. Because that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you you. That's what makes you special. At least for me, I believe it makes you special in the eyes of God. That God looks at you and says, you know what? He's different. She's different than most people. She's different than most creations. And she's living her life. He's living his life. They're trying to live their life the best they can, even though they have this going on, even though they have this chaos and this struggle in their life. They're trying. And so for me, I think that, yes, I'm crazy. And I know God is proud of me for the fact that I'm not giving up, that I'm continuing to live my life and doing what I want, and that I'm not backing down when people like to call me out, when people like to put a label on me, when people like to talk about it as if they know me or they know my life or they know my experiences better than I know them. No, I'm willing to challenge people. I'm willing to be like, nah, you're a fucking liar. You don't know me. You don't know about my experiences. You don't know how I feel. You don't know what I see and what I hear on a daily basis. All you're doing is guessing. And because you're guessing, you are gonna shift the blame on ridiculous things like demons and devils and Satan and craziness. Like, because you don't understand things, you go to that. You go to, well, it has to have a religious explanation. It has to have a explanation based in the Bible. It's like, fuck off. No, it doesn't. Some stuff doesn't have an explanation from the Bible. Rather, you go to medical professionals and specialists and people who have done the research, have done the studies, who know what they're talking about. But at the end of the day, guys, yes, I'm fucking crazy, and I'm proud of it. So, to my other brothers and sisters who are fucking crazy as well, be proud of that shit. Be proud of yourself. And continue to be your beautiful fucking self. No matter how different you are compared to other people. Be your beautiful self. So, thank you guys so much. God bless and have a good night. Peace.